watching potentially the greatest offensive season in NBA history. MP, a chance to set a new single-season scoring record. The league cannot contain him. MP running wild. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's West in at the small forward position. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
And what a moment for MP. We can all feel it. Not only does he make his first All-Star game, but he does so by getting voted in as a starter.
And that shows you how the fans view MP this season. This isn't a good year that he's having. This is a landmark type of season. MP absolutely deserves the honor.
Barnes, bounce pass. Here's Barrett, down to 5 on the shot clock. Good defense by MP. The 3, and the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. And here's Smith, following the three-pointer by MP. Back to Smith. From outside the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 15 points. And a feather in MP's cap. His first All-Star game appearance will be this year.
Yeah, his fans are very excited. I think he is as well. This is a big moment for any player.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well.
He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Raptors trail by 15. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Smith checked in for Buzelis. Last can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the Raptors miss again. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And Toronto has possession. Following the three-pointer by MP. Dick can't get it to go.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Drills the three-pointer. West has got 27.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Walter. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Clock at 6. Here's Shed. And that time, also a missed shot. West with a wide open look. And another one falls. Amazing.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points.
MP has been leading the charge for Chicago. How about this? He scored 30 points. For the Bulls, Buzelis is checked in for Williams. MP comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Dosunmu. So the Bulls 5 right now. West is out there with Buzelis. And it's Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
And here's Barnes for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Right side Jones. And here's West for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Scottie Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5.
Yet another bucket.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
All season long, MP has been chasing Wilt's record. And to see him break it here, it's something that everyone will remember for decades to come.
Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Dick passes to Ingram. Barnes outside, pulls up. The wing jumper off target.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help.
And again.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
On the wing, MP. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Pass to Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. And here's Ingram from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just assertiveness by Brandon Ingram. A response 3, sending a message.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. A 3 from MP. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 9 assists now tonight. There at the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Smith on the wing. Giddey defending. And it's Ingram missing. Now the Bulls with it. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Turner looking around. Knocked away. Inside. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
A slam dunk by Ingram.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
MP's shot is good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And he's been scoring at all 3 levels for a long time, and he's been an absolute monster here tonight.
Here's West. Again, Chicago.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Chicago, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just...
New topic, fellas. And that concludes...
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Miles Turner out there with Barnes. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. No problems knocking that one down. Ingram's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Raptors.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And here's West from the arc. It's good from long range. West has got 58.
Well, for a guy who hasn't been in the league a long time, MP has a very soft touch on that jumper.
For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Good on the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes outside. Ingram against MP. Ingram. And another basket for Toronto.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
MP, good.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Smith the pass to Barrett. And it's off from three-point range. And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
West against Ingram. Shakes him. Good defense by MP.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move, going from good to great. It's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Well, you could see it on Barrett's face. He couldn't wait to bring the ball up right there and hit a three of his own.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 15-5 run here. MP way outside, and the Bulls another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Barnes kicks to Barrett. Turner with a screen on White. Down low. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
MP deciding where to go with it. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Turner with the screen for Barrett. A three-pointer off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Collins. Dosunmu is out there with Jones. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's West in at the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Smith dishes to Barrett. Turner with a screen for Barrett. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Dosunmu. For 3, West. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Barrett the pass to Barnes. Ingram kicks to Smith. Turner with the screen for Smith. Offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. That shot no good. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And here's MP for 3. Trains the three-pointer. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together.
Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That is a strong finish by Ingram. Wiry strength, but he does have some power behind it.
Chicago making a switch here. Herter's checked in. From the corner, West misses. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to Ingram. Shoots the three. Barnes can't get it to go. The three from MP. Good! Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the passing lanes the way you did in the win tonight, tell us, you must have played football in high school. Cornerback?
Yeah, how'd you know? I mean, I tried a little bit of everything when I was real young, but I dropped all of that for hoops in about junior high. Basketball is my one true love. Always has been.
Well, it shows, MP. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Dom.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks.
Like the easy ones. There we go. Okay. No one in NBA history has ever scored as many points in a season as you have, MP. So congratulations. Good job. Yeah.
Thanks,
but
Frank.
most of those guys didn't have access to the three-pointer, the medical training, data, coaching, and staff and development that you did.
All right, Frank. Let me school you on some things.
Please.
Yes, please.
This is going to be about the NBA, by the way, Frank.
Oh, that's good. On
Big
topic.
surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
The three-pointer has been around since 1980. 1980, Frank. That's a very long time. Mm-hmm. You keeping up? And the league's had best in the world doctors, data, and coaches since then, too.
Yeah, just broke the single season scoring record. Shout out to you, man. That's big time. Hey, it's...
Shaking, MP.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. Alexander Sarr is out there with Edey. Then it's Saraf. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Risacher in at the 3. Pass to Edgecombe. It's hauled in by USA. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Sarr. Following the basket by MP. Sarr gets the bucket.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And, you know, he's kind of come out of the blue this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season, but that's no longer the case.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Here's Saraf. Good ball movement here by Team World. 6 to shoot. Here's Risacher. And the dunk by Risacher.
Yeah, if you give Risacher a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Here's Edey. Pass to Sarr.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Hands it from downtown. MP's got 17.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Edey. Risacher with it. Edey with a screen for Risacher. For 3. West with some nice D.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Team World with the ball. the three-point attempt by MP. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him, trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Now Edgecombe. Still scoreless. And stolen by MP. Finished off the break.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Saraf. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Mitchell, he's checked in for USA. Team World also making some changes. Buzelis is checked in for Zachary Rizachet. And Demons subbed in for Saraf. Buzelis with the ball, defended by West. And the rejection by MP. Fires away from way outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's Edgecombe. Castle covering. Edgecombe with it. Just 5 on the clock. Edey with a screen on Castle. There's the 3. Edey gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's USA. 13 points up at the end of the period. And more than... with some changes. MP's checked in for Flag. Castle comes in for Harper. And Fears is subbed in for Mitchell.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
So, Team World's 5 right now. They got Saraf. Bretton Post is out there with Buzelis. And then there's Zachary Rizachet. And it's Edgecombe in at the 2 guard.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident. Too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Rizachet. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defense by MP. Again, USA.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Rizachet. No good from outside. USA leading by 15. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the basket by Castle.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
And a deep 3 from MP. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Edey's checked in for Team World. Alexander Sarr comes in for Buzelis. And it's Team World with the ball. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Baz to Edgecombe. Reza Shea in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Reza Shea has got 11 points.
A true highlight of Reza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
And it's West missing. Team World trails by 17. Here's Reza Shea. He's got 11. Here's Edey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edey's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
For 3, West, and the 3 ball is good. And USA leads by 18.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Pass to Reza Shea. And the dunk by Reza Shea.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Sarab. Here's Sarr. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Rebounded by Castle.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Reza Shea wide open. Oh, good with the triple. Here's West. Again, USA.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's MP making things happen for USA. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Castle is out there with Fears. Then it's MP. And it's Queen in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Saraf, defended by West. Sarr sets the screen for Reza Shea. Team World needs to get off a shot. Edey gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Buries it from three-point range.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
Now Edgecombe hasn't made one yet. And stolen by Castle. And now running up the court, West pushing it up. Three-pointer. Another three for USA.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Rizachet. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Edey. It's tipped. Here's MP. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. MP's got 56 points in the game. And Team World calls time here. Break when it comes to all...